Hello there and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky the Third. I'm the RNGenius, but you may call me Eric, and in the last episode we finished Chapter 4, The Dark Stigma. We ended up wanting to go to the 5th plane, but the path was blocked by a devil, one of the 77 devils, quite a tough opponent. Kevin had to make use of one of his stigmas? I don't truly know what it is, but he unleashed a power that he, as the 5th Dominion of the Kreisritter, apparently has access to. And we ended up beating the devil, but afterward we got a sealing stone, which contained Estelle. We talked to Estelle a little bit, but Kevin ended up fainting in the middle of the conversation because that power he used was apparently very, very exhausting. And now we'll see where it goes. Look at me, Kevin Graham! Instructor Zelnit? You look as though you haven't eaten in days. Although by the sound of it, you really haven't. Nor have you been drinking anything. I was saddened to hear the news about Rufina as well. But unfortunate accidents are a fact of life, especially in our line of work. It's the risk we all choose to shoulder when we depart on a mission. Kill me. Excuse me? I've got no reason to be a knight anymore. I've got no reason to even live anymore. And if someone has to kill me, I couldn't ask for anyone better than you. I doubt I'd even have the time to feel pain before you were done, so... If that is your wish, in what world do you think I would happily oblige such an asinine request? You do remember what you said when you first became a squire, huh? You said you offered your soul to the goddess above, and your body and blood to her church here on earth. After swearing that, you think you have the right to beg for death, much less a painless one? Don't make me laugh. Still, I was reluctant to even relay this information to you. But after seeing how pathetic a state you're in, perhaps it won't be so difficult after all. Squire of the Kreisritter, Kevin Graham. From this day on, you are to assume the position of 5th Dominion. Your appointment was decided by the Congregation of the Sacraments, and even His Holiness, the Pope, has given his approval. The job is yours. What? I imagine you must at least have heard rumors that the position of 5th Dominion was vacant. Has been for several decades, too. Congratulations. It turns out that position was meant for you. How the hell did that baby squire I once helped teach reach the same rank as me? I'm sure the 5th Merkaba will be pleased to finally see the light of day. Why? Oh, and incidentally, it's tradition to take on a title of your choosing after becoming a Dominion. You might want to start giving some thought to what you want sooner rather than later. As you already know, mine is Carnelia, simple a name as it is. I don't care about titles. I don't care about any of those things. Why? Why me? I couldn't even protect Rufina from... Why me? And to that I say, that is of no consequence here. What is of consequence is that Rufina Argent was a highly capable knight. She may not have manifested a stigma of her own, but her problem-solving abilities were at times greater than even a Dominion's. Her loss will be keenly felt, and it will be up to our new 5th Dominion to fill it. The words of His Eminence the Cardinal. Oh, this is rich. This is just rich. Oh man, it's so funny, it hurts. I become a knight to protect Rufina, then I end up shooting to the top of the ranks over a dead body. Amazing, huh? Who could have seen that coming? I wish I could go back in time to tell myself when I signed up what was gonna happen just to see my own face. So, what will you do? I should make it clear that you do have the right to refuse your new appointment. Admittedly, no one in the Gralsritter 1,000-year history has turned down a Dominion position, so doing so would be unprecedented, but still. Well, no shit. No, I humbly accept my new position. I'm ready to start work as soon as it's there for me. Hell, soon I'll start being better than you. I don't know. Alright then. I'll see what I can do. Oh, and don't hold back on me either. Throw me the really hard stuff. The kind you'd need to be the masochist to want to take on. And that title thing. Let's go with Heretic Hunter, okay? That sounds just perfect. Chapter 5. Labyrinth of Shadows and Light. Wow, so that's what happened. The more I hear, the more off the wall everything happening here sounds. I'm not surprised. We're making progress on working out what's going on, thankfully. We know the place we're in is called Fantasma and about how it has its own unique rules that govern it. We also know that all of us were chosen based on some criteria, then drawn into it. We still have plenty of questions that need answering, but they can largely be summed up to the following 3. 1. Who are the Lord of Fantasma and Schwarzritter? 2. What is the cube and the identity of the ghost who appears to be connected to it? 3. What is Fantasma, and how did it come to exist? That's a pretty succinct? That's the first time I see that word. That's a pretty succinct way of putting it. There are other questions, of course, but it is true that most of those generally fall under those 3 in some way. Why, there are feats roaming around comes under number 3, for example. Dividing everything up like that does make it a heck of a lot easier to understand, yeah. Oh, but wait. Where does Kevin falling unconscious come into all of this? You made it sound like the cause of that was him fighting some giant devil. From what we can tell anyway, more specifically, the power he used to break the barrier surrounding us seems to have been what did it. The one that made that red symbol show up on his back. I wonder what it was then. I haven't got any idea what it could have been either. It's possible it may be some form of thaumaturgy passed down throughout the church, but I can hardly be sure. Joshua? Do you think you know what it could have been? I think I do. I can't be sure, but I think it was a stigma. Seriously? Isn't that the thing that appeared on your shoulder? Yeah, it was. What you saw was a physical manifestation of an image Weissman had placed deep within my mind in order to control me. Kevin's is likely the same, save the control factor. However, I have a feeling his is also significantly more powerful than mine was. Well spotted, Joshua. Reese? Say, how's Kevin doing? His condition seems to have marginally improved, but what he did resulted in a heavy burden being placed on his mind, so I think it would be best for him to rest for a while longer. That's a relief. Oh, he sure knows how to give people a fright. Do you mind if I get clarification on something, Reese? Was my theory correct? Yes, it was. He did indeed use the power of his stigma. However, the key difference between his and yours is that his is the one of the original kind, on which yours was likely based. A seal carved into a person's very soul, said to manifest only in the dominions of the Gralsritter. What's a Dominion? I've heard rumors of their existence, personally. The Dominions are a group of 12 knights who lead the Gralsritter. They're supposed to possess incredible power. That is also correct. Their stigmas are the source of that power. They allow the people who possess them to strengthen their body beyond what most people think humanly possible, as well as use high-level thaumaturgy far exceeding the capabilities of other knights. As I'm sure you've pieced together, Kevin is one of them, specifically the 5th Dominion. Are we even talking about the same Kevin who's been leading us around here? It sure doesn't feel like it. Sorry, but I'm a bit confused. Did Kevin have his stigma implanted within him like Joshua did? No, ordinarily stigmas aren't carved in that manner. They appear on their own without human intervention. There are 12 dominions, and that number has always been consistent throughout history. There are times when spots are left unfilled because a stigma bearer to fill them has yet to appear. But they're always out there, whether their stigma is manifested or not. That's so weird, don't you think? So does that mean the stigma Joshua had? Mine was only a replica of the real thing. Weissman was originally a clergyman, so he probably had access to a way to make such a thing. Ah yeah, I forget. God, he said that. He used to be a bishop in the Congregation for the Sacraments, which is the organization that the Gralsritter answers to. Even back in those days, he was in contact with Ouroboros and stealing numerous sacraments from the church. Things that were stolen included a vast amount of literature and research on the stigmas of the Dominions. We believe that he went on to use that material as a basis to realize his dream of creating some sort of superhuman over with a society. I thought so. Still, while I think I have a vague understanding of just what these stigmas are now, I'm still not clear how using that power led to Kevin collapsing. Does that risk naturally come with the use of your stigma power, or is there something more to it? Well, I don't know exactly why, but Kevin very rarely uses the power of his stigma at all. I've heard that the only time he relies on it is when disposing of those he brands heretics. In other words, those whose sins are too great for them to ever be able to walk the path of righteousness ever again. Disposing of? That's so ominous.
So, let me make sure I got this straight. He uses superpower he barely uses out of nowhere, and that causes him to black out because his body wasn't ready for it?
That's what I believe is likely the case. I see. I think I understand well enough now. Are you sure it's fine for you to be telling us this? Yes, I'm almost positive Kevin was planning on telling you himself before he fell unconscious. And I believe telling you all of this is necessary in order to ensure your cooperation in the rest of our investigation.
Well, if you're sure...
Wait, does that mean... If no one has any objections, I'd like to take Kevin's place and lead till he wakes up again. Is that all right with everyone?
No problems here.
Are you sure you don't want to stay here, though? I would have thought you'd want to stay and look after him. Before he collapsed, Kevin entrusted me with a cube. As such, I believe this is my duty as a squire in his service. So please don't worry about me. Right now, I'd much rather be helping all of you. Well, if you're sure.
I personally see no reason to say no.
The remaining members will be sure to look after Kevin. You won't have to worry about a thing, okay? Thank you, I appreciate that. What's wrong, Estelle? Well, so, Reese, I've got a favor I want to ask, if you don't mind. Would you mind if I came with you when you head out to explore? Huh? Is there any specific reason? Estelle? Well, I've only just returned to the world of the living, right? I feel like I want to go and see what's going on for myself. And, I mean, I am a bracer, so I doubt I'll get in your way or anything. So, would you mind? Not in the least. I'd love it if you accompanied me. Thanks. Sorry for up and deciding that on my own, Joshua.
Sorry for what? If that's what you want to do, then you won't hear any complaints from me.
We'll be counting on you to do a good job backing Reese up.
You know it. Estelle, flexible in combat thanks to having non-restricted slots. We have level 113, nice HP, decent EP. We have very high strength. Whoa, what is she packing? Nice defense too. Arts is, we can get her to be a magic user. We could, like, Estelle was always usable to the point where you feel most comfortable melee and magic. And I'd put her in the place where she's able to use magic, but where she's also able to my brain just blanked out. I don't know what I was just talking about. The all-round character where if you want to use her as a magic caster, you can do that. Or if you equip her with a tiger heart or anything like that, you can build her into a melee character. That was what it was in the previous games as well. And I would like to have her as an all-rounder where she's able to heal and or able to cast arts, but also usually attacks in melee. And we're going to take Joshua away as well, and we're going to be taking Tita for the moment. Yeah. No, wait. I can't. All-rounder, Tita's not. We need a mage. And I will be taking Chloe with me then. That's a classic party with Estelle, Joshua, and Chloe. Joshua. Yeah. We've got all the magic we want. We've got all the melee we would want, depending on what the situation wants from us. And I think this is a very flexible build we've got going on like this. So from a fighting standpoint, this should be just about as good as it's gonna get. Thing is, Kevin, how's your... I have access to you. That is so nice. Alright, gonna take all your shit. Because, you know, usually he would collapse and then we wouldn't get any of the armor. That's how I'm used to it. Anyways. Estelle, what quartzes did you bring along? What? What? Wait, that can't be right. What? She brought another Heaven's Eye? Okay. I guess we're gonna split up again. Because... why would you... okay. That's pretty interesting. Evade 3, EP cut 3, shield 4, HP 4, mine 3, attack 4. Wow. That's a pretty good loadout right there. Of course, we're gonna redo that. We are first going to strip. We're first going to... I can keep Falcon Eye for all I can... it's a really good value. We'll see. EP cut 4 is gonna go. Zeptium Vein, I'm gonna need to take that. Action 4, I'm gonna need to take that. Shira, evade 4, you can keep. Mine 4, I will take. EP 3, I will take. Action 3, I will take. Scent, I will take. EP cut 3, I will take. Range, I will take. Do I need the range? I don't know. Heaven's Eye already got that, so you can hold on to that. Fortune, I will definitely take. Movement 3, we'll see. Hit 3, I will take as well. Okay, Reese, what do you got going on? You've got... I'm gonna need to redo that entirely. The only character I don't have to redo is Joshua. Okay, Chloe. First up is our magic caster. You have barely anything. Mind Force gonna, yeah, definitely be used. Cast 2, okay. I had a cast 2 on you, huh? You take a Zeptium Vein would be great value for the Earth. But first is action 4. Then I definitely want EP cut 4. With 400 EP? Yeah, EP cut 4 just for the value in terms of what you get. What do you already have? You already have really good skills, but I can do better than that. What blues do I still have? Yeah, you're not gonna take heal. Where's my yin yang? Yin yang. Gonna need that. Sorry, Tita. I don't forget about my yin yang. Yin yang. 5 water, 2 space, 2... whatever that is. Tier all? Heals all HP. That costs another 20... Another... That's not 48, it's 42. Well, it's, I guess, fair. Okay. We don't have, like, the things like Cocytus. What do I need for Cocytus? I probably... Like, if I whip you with Scent, you get a lot. Is what I was pretty sure of. But do I want that on you? You have Orbal down now. Temporarily seals all arts. Like, usually that didn't do much, but... you get Diamond Dust like this. Aerial. White Johanna. You could do better than that. HP... Why do you have... Yeah, I do have 3 water slots, so I best fill them. With HP 4, you will now get access to Litiara. What do I need for Litiara? I need wind. I actually need wind, huh? What else do I have that has wind on it? Fortune? No, that has a little bit of earth. Eagle Eye... Doom. What does Septium Vein have? The Crest would also be nice. Of course, I get rid of my AoE heals. But I do want to be... I do want to be on the offensive magic side with Chloe. I'm not gonna just heal with her. She has action 4, cast 2, range. She does not have range. And I would really enjoy range. But then I have to sacrifice either Scent. Range is not happening now, is it? It's not happening. What do you have access to? Pretty much all, like all elements. You have access to AoE in most elements, just not fire. White Johanna's nice, settable. I don't think I'm gonna need the range up. Orbal down like never gets any use. But Litiara is gonna be huge, and I'd like range on that. But I guess this is gonna be okay for healing. More than okay, actually. You have an action 3, the physical quartz. EP up. Mine 3. Are you sure? Are you sure? Did you just get access to tier all? Yep. He did not have that previously. Okay, time to do a still. This is gonna be interesting. Attack 4 you can keep. Because you have 2 lines, this is gonna be difficult to manage. Heaven's Eye. The most valuable one is usually an EP cut, so I'm gonna put an EP cut in the middle. You already have an EP cut 3 here. So I'm gonna switch that out for action 4. You're gonna be EP cut. You're gonna be not evade. You're gonna be a Heaven's Eye. Shield 4 as if. Fortune? No, if I put... Get out. Get out of my face. You too. Okay, if I put mine 4 here, you get access to enough Tear All and Licuria. I don't think I need more healing. I don't think I want AoE healing here. Or need it, for that matter. I think I want to use Fire and Wind on this side. A little bit of Earth. Would that hurt? Get access to La Crest. That is nice. Volcanic Rave as well, with the combination of Fire and Earth. Napalm Breath, a single target. Okay, Septium Vein. Now what do I want to use as well beside? Could use Fortune. Petrosphere, huh. Petrosphere is small area, binds foes' legs. Not much apart from that. I want Fortune on someone, and this is a pretty decent setup. Do I want Hit, or... I think I'm happy with her being like an all-rounder like this. You can cast magic if you want to, or just attack as well. Okay, Reese, you're gonna get a lot more movement than just one. Once I unequip the Gates movement quartz. Exactly. You got that exactly right. Which quartz has haze on it? Haze and heal. Did I have that equipped on Tita? What was I thinking? Movement 3. I don't think we're gonna be going down the... Yeah, you have 2 lines as well, and one has 4 quartzes in it. You could be a better mage than Estelle. I could equip Estelle with a cast 2 as well. Instead of the Fortune. Takes away Petrosphere, but does increase the viability of arts by a ton. Like, if you're basically casting instantly, it's much better. Okay, that means you have to equip the Fortune, and I might as well just do it here. Anti-Z. Defense is not happening. HP 3 is not happening. Attack 3 is going to be switched out for Attack 4. I want you to be able to hit, but is that necessary? To equip you with a hit quartz at that point. Action 4 is or action 3? Yeah, I want it still to be a little faster. You have a lot of AoE skills, so I would very much enjoy an on-hit effect. Like what? Like what? I'm sorry this is taking a long time. That usually is how it goes when you start equipping your I can craft range quartzes now. What's this cost? 400. Okay. EP cut 4 is really expensive. Do I just want a critical strike? That goes against bosses as well, as the thing. I don't care if anyone is resistant against this. It's a crit. It just does additional damage. That's the good thing about the strike quartz, right? I think I'm gonna try this once. Usually all the special enemies are resistant against it anyways, so let's just do a strike quartz. For the first time, I don't think I ever equipped one of those in the previous game. Now, HP 3. Do I really want that? Your slot. You need a bigger slot there, lady. Just need to enlarge that slot a little bit. Yeah, to that point, exactly. I'm gonna be so mad when I start coming across tier 3 quartzes. Ah, well, I just can always go back and upgrade a slot, huh? I could equip you with HP 4, but do you need the HP? Or would defense be nicer on you? I don't think so. Phantom Pain? What's that? Projects a mirage to weaken foes' will to fight. Okay. That's rare. Le Forte is a great buff. I've never gotten to use it because the combination of having wind and fire is just a little... It's a little odd if you don't have the right quartzes to do it. I would want to have her have clog up. And that... You have clog up and you get Le Forte. And what else do you get? You get some AoE fire skills. You have AoE... wind skills that I'm never gonna use, but Le Forte stays the same. I would like for you to have healing magic, so that's why I'm gonna equip her with an HP 4, not for the HP per se, but for the healing magic. Okay. You're still at 107. Okay, let's equip you. Beastia code is not happening. You take the Dragon Tree jumpsuit. You can take heat resistant boots. Black bangle, yeah, right. You take that, and what did I have on a gate? Actually, I want my Tiger Heart back. And the Fool's Emblem. And the Kaleido armor. And the heat resistant boots. Thank you very much. Shira, Crimson Eye, Skull Pendant. I'm gonna need those. Gonna need those. Tita. No. No one else actually has good stuff because I always unequip everything that I don't need on them. Chloe, you have nothing. Wow, that's gonna be interesting. You get silver earrings for defense and arts defense, and then I'll give you a Tiger Heart. Prevents seal. So now you have 1,600 strength. It's pretty decent. It's decent, not great. Your speed is 77, that's nice. And your movement is 9, which is enough. Arts is bad. Arts defense is top notch. Okay. Hey Estelle! First time looking at you! You look happy as always. Linear grip. Strength plus 500, range plus 2, a simple staff for returning to basics. Okay. Whatever you want. Okay. Soldier's Tabby is not gonna happen because you want the speed, right? You want the additional speed though. You're going to take a Fool's Emblem. Gives you movement plus 2, so even from that standpoint alone, I think it's worth. Arts defense down to 1. Do I really want that though? I don't think so. I think with a Crimson Eye you'd be doing well as well. Arts plus 300, arts defense up, movement minus 1, prevents mute though. Crimson Stone that focuses the user on their orbment. Supreme Hurricane, Supreme Comet, Taunt, True Heartbreak, Morale. Nice crafts there, Mrs. Previous Protagonist. Dex up is nice as well. It's actually... I'm tempted. I'm tempted. Joshua, what do you get? You have the Super Gladiator headband and you have a Glam Choker. Do you like the Glam Choker though? Well, Chloe, you're gonna get a double Crimson Eye. You know that for a fact, don't you? Double Crimson Eye is gonna be nice arts. I know I could give you something else, but I mean, I'm not gonna pass up 300 arts. Sorry, girl. Sorry. I enjoyed it more when I was able to equip all my Kaleido armor. Gotta be honest with you there. Did I get a new weapon for Chloe? I think I did. Calvary Cross. Arts plus 30 as well. Nice. Of course, I don't have a weapon for Estelle. Do I have something here? No. Okay, you've got the Fool's Emblem. Who's gonna take the... It's Arts Defense. You have Arts Defense of 1. Awesome. Arts Defense 600, Arts Defense 800. Not ridiculous at all. Maybe I want the Lunar Seal here. I don't know to what extent that was particularly worth. I don't think I use CP enough to warrant that instead of the ridiculously high dex. And since we're going to be walking around with this stealth throughout the entire chapter, we're probably going to come across a couple of hard to hit enemies, and that would be nice to hit with her with a dex stat of 122. I'm probably not going to miss so much. Oh, look at that. I think we're done rearranging everything. Let's look on the, you know, video length 36 minutes. I think I just spent like 26 minutes just equipping my characters. And I'm sorry, but at the same time, that's like, I mean, I have to, right? I'm not the fastest man. I'm sorry. I always have to weigh everything I do. And, you know, this time it took a long time. It took a long time. So for the moment, I hope you enjoyed it. In the next episode, we're going to talk to everybody in the Hermit's Garden, and we're going to look at the books, and then we're going to get to doors. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I can remember to save the game as well. And while I'm at it, look at the tactics menu, because I'm never going to remember that again. Chloe has double Crimson Eyes, so that's the perfect position. Reese is all-out melee. And Estelle and Joshua are melee and magic both. I think I want to put you like this. But that, like the strategy where you have one standing in the middle is always nice for the AoE heals or something of that matter, but I think this is a little ridiculous. Let's have it be like this. Crossbow shape or cross-shaped. Whatever. Okay, I was just about to save. So for the moment, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I'll see you next time. Until then, bye-bye.